The cameras were rolling. The lights were hot. And Jaafar Jackson was about to become his uncle for the first time. He had spent months studying the voice, the movements, the mannerisms. He had lost weight. He had learned the choreography. He had done everything right. But nothing could have prepared him for what happened next. Because just before the first take, his grandmother walked onto the set. And she said one thing, one sentence, and it broke the entire room. Katherine Jackson is the matriarch of the most famous family in music history. She raised 9 children in a small house in Gary, Indiana. She watched her sons become legends. And she watched her son Michael become the biggest star the world has ever known. She also watched him be destroyed. She watched the allegations, the trials, the media circus. She watched him fade. And then she watched him die. So when she walked onto the set of the Michael biopic, she wasn't just visiting a movie set. She was visiting a grave. And she was about to see her son rise again.
I was real sad when each one of them, when they left home. In fact, when my oldest left home, Reedy, I cried for 2 weeks. That was the first time that a child left the house and got married. So it was sad for me. And
Jaafar had been preparing for this moment for months. He knew the weight of the role. He knew the world was watching. He knew that if he failed, the legacy would suffer. But he didn't know that his grandmother would be there. He didn't know that she would walk up to him, look him in the eyes, and say something that would change everything. And he certainly didn't know that her words would bring the entire production to a standstill.
First talk with Jaafar, he literally looked in his eyes and was like, our job is to conjure up everything that your uncle did since he was a kid, all the way up until he turned into the king of pop.
The set went quiet when Katherine entered. Everyone knew who she was. Everyone knew what she had been through. And everyone knew that this moment was bigger than a movie. This was a family reunion across the veil of death. Katherine walked slowly. She had seen photos of Jaafar in the costume. She had seen the makeup tests. But seeing him in person, in the full transformation, was something else entirely. She stopped. She stared. And then she spoke. I can't tell the difference, she said. I can't tell the difference between you and my son. Those were the words. 9 simple words. And the room broke. Crew members started crying. Producers wiped their eyes. Jaafar stood frozen, trying to hold it together. Because in that moment, he wasn't just an actor playing a role. He was a grandson bringing his uncle back to life. And his grandmother, the woman who had lost so much, was seeing her son again.
Got the most incredible review, and it's from his grandmother. And what did she say?
She said, Jaafar, the film was phenomenal. I said, really, Grandma? Like, you really think so? She said, you were so good.
oh,
You were so good. And I got very emotional, and I was just like almost like shaking a bit.
Think about what that moment meant. Katherine Jackson had buried her son. She had watched the world tear him apart. She had lived through the 2005 trial. She had been in the courtroom when the verdict was read. She had held his children after he died. She had spent 17 years grieving. And now, in a single moment, she was looking at him again. The same eyes, the same smile, the same presence. It wasn't an actor she was seeing. It was Michael. Her Michael.
mine, when I went to court with Michael for that 2005 case, the last boy that accused him, and what I did, I prayed every day for my son to walk out of that court, because I knew, and I wasn't praying for him to be freed if he had have done it. I just prayed for the truth.
Jaafar has spoken about this moment many times since. He said the weight of it nearly crushed him. To me, he said, that's all I needed to hear. It's definitely the highest compliment that I could get. But he also admitted that he almost broke down right there. He had to step away. He had to collect himself. Because if his grandmother saw him cry, she would see him as Jaafar. And right now, she needed to see Michael.
Really emotional, and just to hear that and see it, you know, when I saw her, she gave me a really big hug, and said how proud she was, and to me that was everything. To have her seal of approval meant the world to me.
The producers didn't know what to do. The cameras were rolling. They had captured the moment, but no one knew if they should use it. It felt too personal, too sacred. But Katherine made it clear. She wanted the world to see. She wanted everyone to know that her grandson had done the impossible. He had brought her son back to her, even if only for a moment. And that moment was worth more than any award, any box office number, any critical review.
Every morning that I wake up, my baby is on my mind. I would like to remember Michael, and what a kind and giving person he was.
When the first trailer dropped, the world saw it. The transformation was shocking. People who knew Michael Jackson personally said they couldn't tell the difference. Friends, family, dancers who had worked with Michael for decades. They all said the same thing. It was like watching a ghost walk the earth. But no reaction mattered more than Katherine's. Because she had known Michael since the day he was born. She had held him as a baby. She had watched him become a star. And she had held him as he died. Her approval was everything.
Nah.
Q, can you lower the lights for me, please?
No, he sounds
Okay,
like Michael
but
too.
In here,
Nah, this is gonna be
those
good.
feet still, my man.
Bro. Ooh, and I heard
Jaafar has said that he felt Michael's presence on set. He said that there were moments when he would forget he was acting. He would look in the mirror and see his uncle staring back at him. And he knew that he wasn't just playing a role. He was channeling something real, something spiritual, something that went beyond acting. He was carrying Michael's soul forward. And Katherine knew it. She could feel it. That's why she said what she said. She wasn't seeing Jaafar. She was seeing her son.
There were a few moments like that where I felt, yeah, he was definitely present. Some of the performances, a few songs when I was performing, at some of the locations we were at, I definitely felt that. I think some of the crew felt that as well. I heard some stories, so there's a lot of love and protection and guidance on that set every day.
There is a reason this story matters beyond the movie. It matters because it shows us something we desperately need. It shows us that love transcends death, that grief can be healed, that the people we lose never truly leave us. Katherine Jackson lost her son, but in that moment on the set, she got him back. Even if only for a few minutes. Even if only in a reflection. She got to see him again. And Jaafar gave her that gift. Not because he was a good actor, but because he loved his uncle enough to bring him back to life.
Never had that feeling before. I never want to feel like that again.
You never feared this day would come.
Never thought this day would come.
Without you, mother and my father, I don't think we would be here.
The biopic has already made over $1 billion at the global box office. But for Katherine Jackson, the box office numbers don't matter. The awards don't matter. The critical reviews don't matter. What matters is that she got to see her son again. She got to hear his voice. She got to see his smile. She got to look into his eyes one more time. And she got to say goodbye. She never got that chance in 2009. Michael died suddenly. There was no closure. No final conversation. No last hug. But on that set, she got a second chance. And she took it.
I wanted to see Michael. Not that way, no. I wanted to remember him when he was smiling and when he was alive.
And you have no regrets about that?
No, I don't. The children are hugging Michael and kissing him, and, he was dead, but they were still doing it.
The Jackson family has been through more than most families could survive. They have lost siblings. They have endured scandals. They have been torn apart by the media, but they have always found a way to come back together. And Jaafar is proof of that resilience. He is proof that love can survive anything, even death, even grief, even the cruelty of the world. He is proof that Michael Jackson's legacy will never die, because as long as there are people who remember him, he will live on. And Jaafar is determined to make sure that the world never forgets.
was evidently enjoying.
If this story moved you, hit subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of Michael's legacy. There are so many untold stories, so many moments that the world never saw, and we are committed to bringing them to you, one story at a time, one memory at a time, because Michael Jackson deserves to be remembered, not as a caricature, not as a punchline, but as the man he truly was. And Jaafar Jackson is making sure that happens every single day.